This is out of Reuters, ladies and gentlemen. That's Reuters right there. And here's the Scientific American, the original article. Second thoughts about fluoride, reports Scientific American. Some recent studies suggest that overconsumption of fluoride can raise the risk of disorders affecting teeth, bones, and brain and the thyroid gland, reports Scientific American editors. The University of Texas in 1933 said it is a powerful sedative, sodium, stannous, even high levels of calcium fluoride, and that's why the Germans cited the UT study here in Austin and used it in the camps. Now, I've been telling you all this for years, but you wouldn't look it up. So don't just say this doesn't exist. This is Reuters Scientific American. Now, let me continue here. Disorders affecting teeth, bones, the brain, and the thyroid gland. Reports Scientific American editor. Scientific attitudes towards fluoridation may be starting to shift, writes author Dan Fagan. Well, that means we've educated people. They knew. They developed it. They knew. Pulitzer Prize-winning World War II books have this in it, okay, boys and girls. Fluoride, the most consumed drug in the USA, is deliberately added to 2/3 of the public water supplies, more than that, theoretically to reduce tooth decay, but no scientifically valid evidence proving safety or effectiveness, says lawyer Paul Bieber, president of the New York State Coalition Opposed to Fluoridation. Fagan, award-winning environmental reporter and director of the New York University Science, Health, and Environmental Reporting Program, writes there is no universally accepted optimal level for daily intake of fluoride. Some researchers even wonder whether the 1 mgl added into drinking water is too much, reports Fagan. After 3 years of scrutinizing hundreds of studies, a National Research Council committee concluded that fluoride can subtly alter endocrine function, that's all your key body hormone fluctuations, especially in the thyroid, the gland that produces hormones regulating growth and your metabolic system, reports Fagan. Fagan quotes John Duell, Professor Emeritus of Pharmacological and Toxicity at the University of Kansas Medical Center, who chaired the NRC committee. Thusly, the thyroid changes do worry me, he said. This is all a whitewash, by the way. Fluorides in foods, beverages, medicines, and dental products can result in fluoride overconsumption, visible in young children as dental fluorosis, white, spotted, yellow, brown, and pitted teeth. You know, it actually rots your teeth, it destroys your teeth. We can normally see fluoride effects to the rest of the body. Reports Fagan. A series of epidemiological studies in China have associated high fluoridation exposure with lower IQ. That's why the Nazis used it. It's why it was decided in the 30s to put in your water, Mac. And you hear that lower IQ. You hear that's why you're so stupid. But you can still, even though you've got the minds of rats, due to what I'm talking to the neocons out there, even though they've hurt you badly. I know you love your masters that literally rotted holes in your brain. It literally rots holes in your little pink brain. You still have got the fire, and don't you want to get them? The ones that did this to you, don't you want to get them? You don't. I know, because first they made you mentally retarded, and then, can you imagine what my intelligence would be if I hadn't been hit by this till I was 18 and stopped drinking it? Or you, Luke? And now they know we're getting around it, so they're putting in all the food. I'm retarded, too, because of this.
I took it too, and now they put it in baby water.
Yeah, oh, extra for them.
It is a big
It's in everything. Your water, your ice cream. They're spraying it on the crops. They knew in the 30s, really before that, I've got studies back to 1922, that it massively reduces IQ. It actually eats holes in your brain. Then you add all the brainwashing to it. That's why the public's like children. That's why people seem stupid and dull. You can detox. I mean, if you're 40, 50, been on this your whole life, it's pretty much filled up your hypothalamus. And that's what it does. It calcifies it. This goes on to say, Fagan interviewed Stephen Levy, director of the Iowa fluoride study, which tracked about 700 Iowa children for 16 years. 9-year-old Iowa children lived in communities where the water was fluoride, were 50% more likely to have mild fluorosis than 9-year-old children living in non-fluoridated areas of the state, writes Fagan. And it goes on and on to talk about over 1,200 professionals urge Congress to cease water fluoridation. But see, they'll do anything they can to get that fluoride in there. And then you can actually go read in the Scientific American even more. This was a Reuters thing about it, where they admit it's causing all sorts of problems. Luke, I mean, they know it's a toxic sedative that reduces IQ from actual tissue damage in the brain. This is a chemical lobotomy.
They put it in our drinking water, and they also put it in baby drinking water. And also,
he'll say fluoride for children, it's increased for them.
Increased fluoride,
for
especially
babies.
in baby waters. And also, Poland Spring.
And then they had a big news article saying, this isn't even for their teeth. Why? And they just said, the babies.
Exactly. And Poland Spring even has a little bottle, miniature bottle, that says added fluoride for kids, special kids bottle and all that. And WeAreChange Ohio, there's actually a corporation in Ohio which puts fluoride in baby water. They actually went protested and confronted these people outside in Ohio. You can see the video on WeAreChangeOhio.com.
I remember I was in a baby store like 5-6 years ago, and it was just all these big things of water, all for fluoride for kids, for babies, newborn babies. Let's give them something that eats their brain.
I mean, it's sick and twisted. The people of America have to do their research. We have to wake up to this, and we have to resist this as much as we can, and not allow this to happen. I mean, for fluoride to be in our drinking water.
No, understand. This is major universities. It's reducing your IQ. Massively. Luke, tell us about the first responders. There's a new report up on JonesReport.com. They can also go to WeAreChange.org.
Yeah, Aaron wrote a great article last night about the confrontation that David Miller did with Dennis Kucinich on 9/11 aid, and they held a private meeting. They're also going to have congressional hearings into the 9/11 issue. David Miller, since then, has been hospitalized. His cancer has grown from his lungs to his neck and to his head, and he's been hospitalized ever since. And one thing we want to do is, if we could raise millions of dollars for a political campaign, why can't we do it for our 9/11 heroes who are sick and dying, that need basic necessities like food and medication?
You guys gave, I flew up there for free, did everything for free, brought my whole crew for free.
Yeah, you were part of the fundraiser.
You guys gave 14, I just want to make it clear, I actually gave money, I'm not getting any from this, neither's Luke.
Mm-hmm.
You gave $14,000
to many first responder organizations, mostly the John Feelgood Foundation, and we did everything for free on 9/11/07. We're going to keep helping these guys out because these guys need the most help. I mean,
here's an example. You didn't even use WeAreChange money to fly down here.
Not even, and thank you enough for having me here. Really appreciate it.
No, I'm just pointing that out to the listeners.
Exactly.
I want them to know that.
Yeah, exactly. We do everything for free. We donate everything we have. First responders need a lot of help. We're doing a money bomb on February 16th. The story's on Jones Report and WeAreChange.org.
Luke, it's been great having you here in town, my friend.
Thanks for having me. God bless you,
Really appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. You'll see this later at prisonplanet.tv on the web. And start your own WeAreChange, your own InfoWars group. I can't think of any better names. Think of your own group. Texas for Freedom, Keebler L's for Cookies, whatever. You're going to be eating clone meat in America. They want to take your organs forcibly. They're building FEMA camps. They're now saying there's secret blonde hair blew out Al-Qaeda everywhere. That's up on Prison Planet right now. That story needs to go big. We love you all, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in 21 hours here live. If you missed the first hour, go to Infowars.com. Retransmission starts now at the streams, Infowars.com.